in the car we are connected, and we are live on YouTube as well, right?
Yeah.
We're live?
Yes, we are.
Yeah.
Good. Hello, everyone. Finally, we solved the technical issues, and we are now live with our Copernicus Berlin team. My name is David, and here we have Polina with us from the Copernicus Berlin team. And we have also two our amazing scholarship holders. Left to my side is Alexander, the IES scholarship holder, and right to Polina, we have Hasmik. She's Leaders for Future scholarship holder. So today, as we promised, we're gonna talk about opportunities and scholarship programs that Copernicus Berlin provides. So for that reason, we come all together here so we can shortly and briefly explain you and give you information about our scholarship programs. And after, we will have also time for your questions. So let's start.
Yeah, let's start. So, very, very brief and short introduction about Copernicus Berlin. Of course, hopefully you all know who are we and what we are doing. But very briefly, we're an NGO based in Germany, in Berlin, as it's quite obvious from our name. We are one of the biggest and oldest NGO in Germany. This year we turned 24 years old, which is pretty solid for an NGO working in the field. And we are a very active organization working with Erasmus Plus area, but we also have our own projects, our own scholarships and internship opportunities. And this is going to be focused on our stream, our live today, to let you know how you can join, what are the possibilities, what are the requirements. So I would suggest to start with introducing the IES program. We also have a representative of current semester IES program, Alexander. And the IES program gives an opportunity for students from post-Soviet part of the world and also a few European countries as well to come to Berlin and to make an exchange semester. Which is a great opportunity because, as you probably know, especially if you're coming from these countries, that unfortunately students from this area have very limited access, up to no access to other exchange programs, or for instance, very popular in Europe Erasmus exchange. Very often it's just not available for students from post-Soviet countries or Middle East countries. So our aim and our goal to make sure that all students have this opportunity to come and to have an exchange semester in one of the best Berlin's universities. So during this exchange semester, our students do study in universities like Humboldt University, Potsdam University, School of Business and Economy,
High School of Economics and Law.
And Freie Universität. So very prestigious, very high quality university that you can come and make your exchange in. What is the advantage of this program? First of all, we accept students from all majors and all specialties. It means regardless, you're a software engineer, you're a medical student, you're an artist, you're a musician, you are working with linguistics, you're a teacher, you're a biologist, it doesn't matter for this program. We will find a fit. So you see that we are cooperating with 4 biggest and oldest and most prestigious universities in Berlin. So we'll find a fit for your specialty and you can come and you can study regardless of your major. This is the first huge advantage. Second advantage, which is also very nicely describes Berlin as a city, you don't have to know German to go for this program and for this opportunity. You should know either English or German. So if it stops you and you're thinking, okay, I cannot come to Germany because I don't know German, please don't let it stop you anyhow on your way. And B1 level is already enough. B1, B2, you need to be confident, you need to be able to communicate because you'll be studying, so it should be enough to be able to understand what's going on around. But it's not like you have to wait until you reach the native speaker level and you were just waiting and postponing. Don't postpone. You can come with your level. It's already good. It's already enough. Another huge advantage of this program, so you come and you're studying any major, you can choose German or English, is that this program is not only about studying. There are other programs that you're probably familiar with, like that and other scholarships and programs exchange in Germany, which allows you to come and to only study and get only academical experience. So this is not our main objective. For us, it's important that students obviously have an academical experience in Berlin, in one of the best universities, but also that they put their knowledge and skills into practice. So from the first day, our scholarship holders are involved very actively in all of the activities our organization runs, and I think that later on scholarship holders will have a chance to share a little bit of their experience. And from the beginning, our priority is that you study and then you implement, and you are part of a team, and you share all the responsibilities, and you contribute to development of Copernicus Berlin, of this program, and everyone is making sure you come and you bring in something with you, and at the end you finish with your skills improved, with your experience brought to a new level, but you also leave something behind for other students that will be after you, for the team and for the organization. So this is also a very big aspect of your participation in IES program, that you'll be involved in all of our activities. I can also give a small hint that you'll be traveling with us as well, because Alex is confirming, yes,
I
you
already
mentioned.
experienced some of
Yeah,
that.
Alex just came back from two projects that we had abroad. Recently, we had a project in Paris, like literally we came back yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday. And right before Paris, we had a project in Egypt. So it's another huge advantage of this program, that apart from studying, being a volunteer, so doing some practical tasks, you also have an opportunity to travel around Europe, to travel outside Europe as well. So as I mentioned, Egypt, for instance, on our training courses. As an NGO, we are very active in organizing training courses in non-formal education. We are doing approximately 20 projects per year, and our scholarship holders, as a part of the team that traveling with us, they've been participants, but also helping in terms of organizing, so you get this international experience in navigating project and management project, in international cooperation, collaboration with other NGOs, other partners, helping navigating the participants. So it's a really cool opportunity to also bring your soft skills to a completely new level through this traveling and organizing experience. So, if to summarize everything that I said, IES program, exchange semester in one of the top universities in Berlin, a lot of practical tasks and experiences inside the organization, and also travel and experience in Europe and outside Europe together with our team.
Yeah.
Great. Thank you, Paulina. I will also very briefly present the Leaders for Future program. And after that, I would like to give the word to our scholarship holders, who immediately will tell you the experience that they are, as a scholarship holders, experiencing. So, Leaders for Future. Leaders for Future is the program that Copernicus Berlin developed in order to develop or give opportunity for everyone who is 18 plus, 18 and plus. So there is no limit, age limit after 18. So you can be 20 years old, you can be 60, 75 years old. You can still participate in this program. So this is a unique opportunity for everyone who want to, regardless of age, experience a work atmosphere in Berlin. So during that program, you will have an opportunity to make internship either with Copernicus Berlin or in any organization of your specialization. We will support you to find an internship place. During that program, you will have also an opportunity to participate in different workshops and seminars and trainings to develop your leadership skills, but also you have an opportunity to meet some leaders, like from the political field, from economy, from the business field, from different representative or different leaders that will enable you this direct face-to-face communication with them and experience exchange with them, which will of course give you an additional value. So Leaders for Future is for everyone, regardless you are employer, you're a student, you're not working. So if you're 18 plus, you can apply for this program. You can participate in this project and develop your professional, personal skills, but also discover a lot of from Europe, because this program also allows you to travel a lot around the Europe. So I think it's enough for presenting these two programs, IES and Leaders for Future. So now I would like to give the word to two of our scholarship holders. So maybe they can share also their insight and experience they had with IES, for example. And the Leaders for Future. So you will, everyone who is watching us now, will have this chance to learn directly from the source, from the person who is already experiencing it. So maybe first, Alexander, you can start and share some insights. How was it to become an IES scholarship holder, and how it is to be an IES scholarship holder right now?
I mean, it's already was a month, and it's really hard to select one event to start with because there was a lot of stuff that happened. I would say that Copernicus Scholarship, IES Scholarship, I am a scholarship holder of IES Excellence Scholarship. So it's kind of a life-changing experience, not just because you travel a lot, you visit a lot of new countries, you meet a lot of new people. It really changes the way you think. It really changes the way you think at like usual things in your usual life. So I already traveled to 4 European countries. I've never been to any of European countries before, and it was just a month. So I'm really looking for new trips, for new projects. I already was in Hurghada in Egypt. I already was in Budapest. I already was in Paris in France. We just returned, like we came back to Berlin like yesterday, so literally yesterday. And today we already have some shootings with government officials, really like high-level government officials. It's also a really nice way to meet some new, really important, really VIP people from German government also, because David can also say about who we meet today.
So, for example, yesterday we met and we interviewed the German parliamentarian from the Green Party right in German Parliament, and it was, of course, unique experience for also scholarship holder to see how politics inside is done.
Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't say that you would have an opportunity to visit German Parliament just if you visit Germany, if you're studying like traditional university, if you win the other scholarship. But I mean, Copernicus Scholarship is really unique one. You have so many opportunities that there's too much of opportunities, I would say. Yeah, it's really nice to be a part of the Copernicus team also.
Great, thank you.
And also we get a huge experience. For example, we had shooting today, and I can say even no German citizen has the opportunity to go such places for Bundestag or other municipalities. But Berlin is divided into 12 districts, and we have been there, all of us, and even German citizens doesn't have that opportunity to go there, meet, and even communicate with them. So we had the chance, and it's amazing, really.
Yeah,
great. And maybe Hasnik, you can tell and share your experience. How was it the selection process for Leaders for Future?
From starting?
Yes, from the start.
That's the most interesting
Okay,
part.
if you want to become a leader for future program member, you should fill application. It doesn't that hard for sure. You have to write about your motivation, your experience, and then if you pass to the next level, you should get interviewed, and this is all you need. Then you will become a leader. Also, we have 2 leaders for future programs, ongoing summer leadership for future, and also especially summer leadership future. I'm participant of ongoing. leadership future that takes continuously. So I'm here for 2 months. I arrived here a month ago and had such a lot of experience. For example, as David mentioned, we came back from Paris yesterday. We were there for a program that was for empowering digital skills. And we didn't only get information from that, we also practically could use that. And it was such a nice experience for sure. And then we're going in how many days?
In a couple of days.
In
to
a
Spain.
couple of days, we're going to Spain, and we have 2 other programs there. We'll start there for 2 weeks, and then we'll return to Berlin. Yeah.
So yeah, Copernicus, it's much more than just a scholarship. You don't just study at university. You don't just go to your classes as usual. You also do a lot of real nice volunteering tasks. You visit a lot of new countries. You meet a lot of new nice people. So yeah, Copernicus IES and also Leaders for Future is much more than like the usual scholarships.
Yes. A couple words about what's gonna happen as next, because we have some viewers. We are broadcasting now on 2 platforms. We will share more experience about the application process and what we also value during the interviews, or what is important to pay attention. Prepare your questions, dear audience. You can also anytime write your questions in our live chat box. So our moderators will give us these questions, and we will be happy to answer all your questions that you have. So use this unique chance. You see us live, and you will see also our current scholarship holders. Ask questions, any question you have about the scholarship program, the procedure, or whatever you want to know about also Copernicus Berlin. So, and to go to the next, I would like, did you, Alexander, share experience? How was it for you to apply for IES program, the application process? How did you find us? How did you apply, and how have you been selected?
Yeah, so it was kind of funny story. To be honest, I faced Copernicus Berlin just randomly in the web. I was just searching for some adventures for my summer, and then I noticed that there is some organization in Berlin who provides like really nice scholarships, not just for summer, but like for the whole year, for the whole semester. So there was an application with 120 questions in it. I filled every of them, like every question, every single of 120 questions. And then I thought I'm not going to be selected just because I'm like a usual boy from a usual family, learning some usual stuff. And somehow, to my luck and my skills, no, not just because of my luck, because of my skills, because of my background, I got selected for the next round. I also had like some interviews also with David, with Palina. It was really, I couldn't say it's stressful. It was really tense. I thought, oh no, I'm not going to make it. And then I'm here. I'm really happy to be here. I mean, this is probably the best achievement of my life that I've been selected. So I can give some advice on application process.
Yes.
Probably.
Yes.
So yeah, the first thing that I would suggest is not to lie, to tell the truth and only the truth, and nothing besides the truth. So when you're saying that you can dance really well, we can when you'll have interview, David can probably ask you to make a dance.
You will have the chance to
yeah, exactly. So it's going to be much better if you don't lie. If you don't lie at all. So yeah, this is, for example. Also, Copernicus, as far as I said, it's not just about studying at university. You will complete a lot of volunteering tasks, which is dedicated to develop your own skills. For example, I'm a programmer. I really love coding, programming, all this stuff. And in Copernicus Berlin at the moment, I'm developing a campus platform that's going to be used on the next scholarship programs to select participants for next scholarship programs. So yeah, I mean, I'm not only studying at university, I'm also traveling a lot, I'm meeting new people, and also developing myself as a professional. I already learned some new frameworks, some new tools my programming, for my programming knowledge. So yeah, it's really useful. It's great. It makes your mind more open. You're becoming more open-minded. You learn a lot of new stuff. It's not just about the usual studying at university. That's the major point.
Good. Right. What Alexander said, and I would like to focus and pay attention on this one important point. Dear applicant, we definitely value honesty. So whenever you are filling the application form, the application form, first of all, is quite easy to fill because it's there are many questions. However, it's just you need to select some answers, the input answers where you need to type some text. There are just two, and for we want to see how honest you are, and we value when you are honest. So assess. Evaluates your knowledge fairly and honestly, and during the interviews when you are shortlisted, we will ask you questions from your application. So and if there is something that is interesting or something that catch our attention, we will pay attention on this and we will try to figure out whether it's right or not. And of course, it's important that it's true. Otherwise, if you're coming and then we find out that wherever you mentioned not correct, it's not the nicest moment. So for it, we value a lot the honesty. Therefore, be always honest whether you are filling application form or you're answering our questions during the interview.
Okay, so we got a lot of questions in the bot chats. So, what do you want to start with?
So let's start with first question.
Okay, so this is the question from Ekaterina Osokina. I applied for IES last semester, but unfortunately I haven't proceeded to the second round. I'm now second-year student at Tomsk State University, Russia, with almost perfect grades, with a quite rich CV in terms of scientific achievements and social impact projects. That's really nice to hear, Ekaterina. So I believe I'm a good fit for the program because, that's not a question. Okay. Here comes the question. So can you please share what skills and qualities are the most valued and how I can show them in short application?
Yeah. So
what is our values?
So the values, let's say, we have a system the selection process is working following way. First of all, whenever you are filling the application form, it goes to the selection committee. We have several selection committees that evaluating your application, evaluating on the skills you have, evaluating on motivation you have, your personality, set of skills. They're trying to understand and give some grades to your application from different perspectives. And then, so one application is evaluated by three committees. It means we have three different grades, and the average grade makes you either to go to the next round or you are on a waiting list. So whenever you are going to the next round, which is most of time is the interview, during the interview, we will go deeper in your application, try to understand some some set of skills that you have to see, to understand also deeper what was your motivation. And for that reason, we might have an additional pool. Sometimes when the number of applications quite a lot, we have an additional pool, which is sending a video where you are 1 minute maximum video, where you are sharing your information about you and answering answering one or two questions. So with it all, we're trying to be as fair as possible and to see what is your true motivation to come. We, on our side, we wanna support people that want not just come to Berlin to have fun here. Yes, it's a nice city to have fun, to celebrate.
It's really nice city.
Totally.
Yes. and of course, Copernicus Berlin offers much more opportunities to travel. Yes, that's true. It's a really nice, but we want to see people who want to grow personally and professionally. So if you want to just have fun, then you will need to think twice to go with it. But if you want to really grow professionally and personally to master challenges, then this program is definitely for you. Because once you're becoming part of Copernicus Berlin, you become part of quite big international community. And after the Copernicus Berlin program, many doors will be open for you.
Okay.
I hope I answered the question. Yeah.
Should we proceed for the questions from YouTube?
Yes. So we have other question from YouTube. What is the acceptance rate for IES for IES program from Lisa Paul? So yes, that's a very interesting question. Indeed. We have for last semester 1,600 applications. And we have selected only 4 scholarship holders. That's the current for the current scholarship for the previous IES scholarship semester, right? However, so you can count from 1,600 applications for scholarship holders. I know it's quite low. However, we do our best to increase the number of IES scholarship holders. For that reason, I would definitely recommend everyone not to give up. And please never think that, oh, good, I can never go through it. 1,600 applications. Why I can be or should be selected. Never underestimate your candidacy. Believe me, whoever was selected never could imagine that he or she could ever been or become a scholarship or IES scholarship.
Yeah.
So definitely don't pay attention on this rate. Apply. Also because the application process is quite easy. And from our side, we will do also our best to make it more easier and friendlier as it possible.
Okay, so we should proceed to the next question from VK, probably. So Inna Kalaeva asks, when will we know about the results of the interview for the upcoming IES program?
So the results for upcoming IES will be. I had also a chance to talk to some of selected or shortlisted participants, and they were also asking me this question. So result will come. All the results will be available until end of December through our platform. So as dear applicants, As you know, we have quite a lot of applicants, and we cannot go and reply to every or let's say send an individual email to every person. Therefore, we have an automized system where with your ID, application ID, you can know the results, your result. So shortlisted candidates will because since we had quite many applicants, we had already one interview round. We might have another interview round. And the results about this you will learn in upcoming week.
Okay. So
Any more questions?
we can go with question from the Cape and from YouTube, from the Cape, from YouTube, and so on.
So, okay, we have another question from Motivation 100. How many people from Azerbaijan will you admit to the IES program? So it's really a good question. We are not separating applicants by country. So it means all applicants that we have for the IES program, they are going in one selection process. So they all, we are not saying, okay, so many people will come from Azerbaijan, so many people from Russia or from Ukraine, from Georgia, from Kazakhstan, and so on. We are evaluating all people as all together. So there is no country separation.
Yeah, that's different from other scholarship holders, for instance, that they have a quota per country, and then you need to check on this year how many places is available, for instance, for Uzbekistan, how many places are available for Armenia, for Belarus, and then you check how many places are available for your specialty, and so on and so on. And then the pool of opportunities kind of narrows based on your specific country and your specific situation. So with Copernicus Berlin, we don't have a quota neither for the country nor for the specialty. Regardless what do you study or where are you from, you have equal chances with all of other applicants. We might have 100 applications from one country, 2 applications from another country. It doesn't mean that those 2 people, just because from the whole country only 2 people apply, they have somehow higher chances. No, it doesn't anyhow influence the process. So your skills, yes. Your motivation, yes. Your attitude, yes. But country of origin or field of study or your age doesn't anyhow influence. Do we have more questions?
Yeah, we have a lot of questions, to be honest,
Oh,
like
no?
a lot of them. Okay,
Go
so what would you select?
So go with the first one.
Okay, so it's the question from the Alexei Simonov from Russia, I suppose. Okay, the information about admission was that announced, right? And now it's very vague and abstract. What specific achievements are needed to definitely be given a full scholarship?
There is no list of specific achievements
Yes.
that will definitely give you a scholarship, because what I was saying already quite a few times, we have no limit for specialties, countries, for universities. It means that every time, every selection period, we have a unique pool of applicants. So we cannot have the same achievement requirements for student from medicine background, student from IT background, student from graphic design background, or music from medicine background, student from IT background, student from graphic design background, or music student background. That's why there is no like list of things or skills or achievements. What we can give you hints and recommendations, what can increase your chances, that's for sure. But to say, okay, you have to go and do specific this one thing, and we can guarantee you to be selected, definitely no. For instance, also we have experience when scholarship holders who were selected, they actually had been applied for a few years. So the same person different selection pool, different candidacies, different output. So there is, again, not to expect that there is some secret hidden cheat code that you can use and be 100% selected. You go in, your application goes through different committees. So we ensure that there is no subjective opinion, there is no personal attitude, but that your application, your case is evaluated holistically from different perspectives, from different fields, because committees are coming from different fields of experience. They're searching for different points in applicants and applications, and all together we are able to have like an overview of candidate. What we can recommend you, and we already started to give those hints, again, to be fully honest about your skills. Then, as a person who works on selection and works on interviews, I would suggest it's not, again, a cheat code, but when you're preparing for the interview, check who you're applying to. You can be an amazing candidate with skills and experience, but when I'm asking you, okay, what do you know about Copernicus Berlin? And then I have this pause, and I have a reply, well, you're given scholarships. I'm like, yeah, good guess. But what else? So I wouldn't say it cancels you immediately, but it definitely decreases your chances if you didn't do such a basic thing as a research and organization you're applying to. How can I expect you to match our values, our priorities, our style and work? And it all sounds quite abstract. Values, priorities, style and work. Like, can you give me numbers? Unfortunately, I can't. You need to do your research and to understand how do we work, what is our priority, what are our values, because this is what we always put into work, regardless we're doing international program, we are doing the series of interviews with politicians, we are preparing upcoming semester scholarship holders. Every time we put the same values, the same attitude. So if you haven't done your research and you don't understand, and we're not staying on the same page, then again, regardless how impressive your achievements are, I, as a person like HR, I have questions. Will this applicant match the criteria? Will this applicant be able to become part of a team if they haven't even done this research? So again, not a cheat code, but clear, wholehearted recommendation: do research. Who are we? What are we doing? What are our activities? What are our programs? We have so many videos on YouTube from all programs that we're doing with scholarship holders of all the previous years and previous semesters. We're very active on Instagram, and we're documenting literally all of the activities we are doing. And in text of each post, we are describing what, why, and how we are doing. So if you're following us on our social media and you're reading what we're writing and you're watching our videos, you have a pretty high chances to understand who are we. And then when you are selected for an interview, you can communicate with us on being on the same page. And this is definitely gives you extra points. Again, when I was already saying it, you don't have to come perfect. We are not searching exclusively for candidates with C2 in German and English, with 15 years of working experience, even though they're in the second year of university, who can do macrame and dance 5 styles. It's all good, but it doesn't mean that until you're on this level, you cannot apply. No, it's not true. You can apply. You never know how your candidacy will be evaluated. Maybe you will be exactly the match that we're looking for, but what extremely important for us is that you're bringing attitude, you're bringing the right mindset, because a person with maybe slightly less achievements academically, but with the right mindset, can contribute way more to the team dynamic rather than someone who can flex with academical results but cannot work in a team, for instance, or doesn't share our values or doesn't share our approach to work. So that's why, to summarize what I was saying, might sound abstract, but these abstract things like values, workflow, priorities, goals, philosophy, organization, if you can search for them, understand them, you share them, and then you show it on an interview, this is what gives you extra points. Don't search for some ideal achievements that will make your candidacy stand out. It's not our priority to only give chances to the best academical students. We're searching for different kind of talents. And Maybe your talent is not 100% related to academical field. Maybe your talent is in your hobby. Maybe your talent is something you're doing after your studies. Show this. Maybe this is what we're searching for.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yes, and also I would like to add that as Polina said, there is indeed no exact achievement that you need to have to become part of a scholarship program. But what you can have is to be fully motivated. You need to be motivated to, and here comes two important things. You need to be motivated to grow professionally and to grow personally. So this we will try to understand during interviews, and how to prepare for it. As Paulina also mentioned, we have so many info materials, YouTube channel, Instagram, our website.
We have comics about IES,
Yeah.
about each stage from being selected to the whole experience. So if you feel bored watching videos, go through the comics and just swipe through and read all of this.
So this is very important for us to see that you, as an applicant, indeed you have done your homework, which means once you're applying for Copernicus Berlin, we want to see that you really did your homework and you know who we are. That we are not just organization that provides a scholarship. We are much bigger than just giving scholarship. Or you become literally part of one community that enables you and gives you and opens for you a lot of doors. So read about us, understand who we are, and don't hesitate to write emails and us on also in Instagram. Yes, we understand that sometimes it can come to some delays in replies. Currently, we are also working on improving the communicational channels. However, all your emails and requests and inquiries will be replied. So for that, learn more about us and go for it.
A small extra point from my side, again, as a person who's been working on selection of applicants for quite some time already. Just an example. I have selected from, for instance, my pool of applicants, candidates that later on proceeded to the later stage of selection or even have been selected. And I have more than one example when I selected people not because of their academical experience, but because in their free time they showed real passion and real motivation, and I saw how it can match our objectives, our priorities, and our projects. And then this person or several people, they have been selected and they showed how they can put this passion, which has nothing to do with their academical CV, they could have put it into practice, and they contributed with this skill, with this curiosity, with this passion to our objectives. For instance, a person who is really into videography, they never studied it academically, so they cannot show me like a university degree or courses that they have finished, yet they're just doing it on their own for years in their free time, and they achieve a really good level. They do not have it on a CV. They can just show me I'm good at it. So, of course, it will give you your points, even if you cannot show me official certificate. On the other hand, I would have applicants and participants with a really outstanding academical background, really impressive academical CV or diploma or achievements or scientific research background, yet from their motivation, and again, I'm coming to this abstract field motivation, yet from their motivation, I clearly saw that they only and mainly interested, for instance, in continuing their academical research. So they don't really see interest or motivation in practical aspect of our program. So they see it as an opportunity to go and only study, which we started with it. This program is not about. So if from your motivation, from your CV, from your application, I see that you're only interested in academical aspect, then probably this is not the right program for you, because there are programs which are only about academical experience, and it's not the case with IES. So again, there is no universal achievement, which going to be a great suit for one program, not going to be a match for our program. What can be accepted somewhere else as a great achievement for us because it does not match with our priorities, objectives, and goals, not going to work. So I brought you these two examples, and for these examples, I have quite a lot of people. So
Thank you, Paulina. So we have also other question in YouTube. In your application form, you ask about computer skills, social media, sports, and performance. So how do these skills are used later during the program? So it's again we talked about it, but I will go also briefly to this. We wanna know more about you. We wanna learn you not only just as an applicant, but also as a person. And this is also allowed through these questions. We try to understand your personality and we have something also to talk with you during the interview to understand what are your interests and what you would like to develop here in Berlin, because it might be you have let's say language German on B1 and your interest is to develop here during the IES program your language to B2. So through this form, we understand more of you, and also during the program, it will help to become for you to become a better team member for us. So, questions
Sounds
from
great. Yeah, we have a lot of questions, to be honest.
Let's go.
So the question from Varia: what do scholarship holders do during the trips? Do they serve as volunteers, organizers of them? Do they perform the same tasks, or do they do something that is related to their skill sets?
So this is a good good
It's a
question.
really good question, to be honest.
Yes. I will represent, and then you, as the one who already participated, can answer. So once our scholarship holders come with us to these trips and travels to different places and countries, first of all, first thing, it's discovering Europe. You have the opportunity with us to travel and to discover new country, new culture, new places. This is additional value. That's the fun part. And as a serious part, as a scholarship holder, you are also become a participant of the training course. It means during these training courses, first of all, training courses are running they are about some relevant social, political, economic topics. It means, first of all, it serves you as a participant can participate and learn new stuff, which is very relevant, which can improve your, increase your professionalism and boost your knowledge. And second, you will be not only participant that will attend, but also you will be as a team member and as a co-organizer. So you will see also how the other side is functioning, which means you as a scholarship holder will also support the team of Copernicus Berlin in organizing international event. So it will give you a different perspective how such international events are happening, and you will receive a new set of knowledge. I hope I answered this question. And yes,
Oh yeah, about my experience, yeah, that's the most important part. So I already participated in two programs, in two events in Hurghada, it's in Egypt, and in Paris, it's obviously in France. So I was doing a lot of tasks, starting from helping with some bureaucracy to developing some games. I mean, technological games, digitalizing the games like the board ones. So we already had some. I already saw some experience in Hurghada, and I tried to make it better in Parish. So I'm helping with all the stuff. For example, just because of my role, because I'm a programmer, I really want to digitalize all the parts of the Copernicus Berlin. So at the moment I'm just digitalizing all of the games, like ice-breaking games, what if, and all this stuff. You'll definitely see what I'm talking about if you participate in our project in future, because Copernicus not only do the scholarships but also the Erasmus trainings. We should probably mention also this one. So generally, I was helping with building the content, with making some nice pictures, because I also have my own camera with me. I really like to do some photos, some pictures, some videos. Yeah, so that's literally it.
Good. We have another question on YouTube. Mabu is asking, since Leaders for Future program is an internship program, I would like to know what is the schedule will be like. Will I have time for myself, or is it program structured as full-time interning? So here will Hasmik answer, but before I will very briefly also tell you. For Leaders for Future, it depends in which company or where you are doing your internship. If you are, it depends on the organization, yeah, where you're doing. So it might be that the place where you're doing internship will require you to be a full-time, which means 8 hours per day and 5 days per week. So in that case, you will have full-time internship. However, you still will have time for yourself. So Leaders for Future, it's internship plus of course time for yourself to make to have fun in Berlin, to make your activities. And also you will have some activities with us, which means we will have some meetings with some politicians, with some entrepreneurs, with some founder of companies. So there will be also time for such activities. And maybe Hasmi can answer more.
Yeah, for a second. So we have our schedule beforehand. We know our shootings when we'll start, when we are going to meet the politicians, municipalities in different, for example, today Bundestag. We spend a few hours, but there is no exact like hours that we should do work. And after that, when we finish, we have our time. We are free. We can go everywhere we want. Also, I am as a Leaders for Future Scholarship holder. I have the chance to go even out of the country. For example, I'm going to tomorrow Prague. You can discover many countries. You can go everywhere you want. Also, we can meet all together and go somewhere, have fun after the shootings. We today discovered even Indian restaurant.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So you have much free time for yourself. You can work and have fun here. You have much time.
Good, great, thank you. Other question?
Yeah, we have some questions from Vicky also. Okay. So another question from Ekaterina Sotina. Thank you for your response. Do I understand correctly that it is expected that the person will not only focus on the studies and science, but also commit to learning new skills and applying existing skills to create a new transformative project and experience?
Yeah, so exactly. It's not only about studying, it's also about practical skills. During the IES program, so IES, it's called the International Excellence Scholarship Program, you will not only focus on studying, which is one of the priorities, yes. You will be doing an exchange semester at one of the prestigious universities in Berlin, but You will also focus on doing some practical tasks to boost your, to develop your professional skills. Regarding doing some transformative,
Like I'm doing.
Yes. It's not necessarily like you will not be part of something
Completely out of what you
out of what you are doing. It's just about we will see where is the best fit for you. It's not about you are doing something you have never done before or something we are demanding outstanding. We creating an atmosphere for you to develop yourself professionally. So this is what's important for us, to develop you professionally and to develop your personal skills. So I hope.
I would
Yeah.
maybe quickly add that this is mindset that's important to have from the beginning.
Yo,
Because
yeah.
sometimes applicants, I can see even though who reached already the interview stage, they still have a perception that this is a scholarship as other scholarship just for studying. And we would like that at least this thing you will take with you after the life, that IES is more than just studying. And for you to take the most out of it and not to be disappointed is to keep in mind it's university, but it's more than just university, because I can clearly see it from interviews when a person is describing motivation, if they didn't do a research and didn't get what the program is about. I mean, it's not like a big problem. You still can be selected, but then if you come with one expectations and program has a different objectives, then you will not take the experience that you could have and you were searching for. So check the program and check if it's matching your priorities, your goals, your dreams. If you're only interested in academical and research field, then there are other programs that focus only and specifically on this. If you would like to go with academical experience and beyond academical experience, then IES is for you.
So we have another question on YouTube from Kamoluddin. Is there any platform where IES or Leaders for Future programs graduates can communicate, engage, and etc. for program graduates?
It's some kind of spoiler.
Is there any system to keep alumni's network together even after program ends? So that's a great question, because we have been thinking about this for a long time, and currently we are in a procedure of creating that exciting this platform, which will be, it's a really exciting news for us. From the new year, you will have an opportunity to see a Copernicus Berlin community of IES, community of Leaders for Future.
And probably some days before the new year, even. I mean, the platform is already online, so yeah, no more spoilers.
Exactly.
I mean, yeah, we were already doing stuff like this. We're developing the platform for like 1.5 months already, and it's almost done. So until the end of the year, you'll see a brand new Copernicus Campus platform, which is going to help you to communicate with other scholarship holders, with other participants from also Erasmus streams, and also through that platform, you can apply to our scholarships and our events. Yeah.
Other question?
I think that's it.
From the come from YouTube.
So there is another question in YouTube. Is the LEF program held in Berlin only, or is it going to include projects outside Berlin? So Leaders for Future program will take place in Berlin, which means as an internship, you will be doing it in Berlin. Because our staff is in Berlin, and it means that we can monitor your development in Berlin. Currently, we are doing Leaders for Future program only in Berlin, but you can do internship, let's say remote internship, being in Berlin, to do a remote internship somewhere in US or other countries. So we had such cases many times when people found they become a participant of Leaders for Future program, and they were doing their internship or the program. For the program, they came to Berlin, but they were doing a remote internship for some US company that is located in California. So that was also one of the possibilities. But regarding if we are not talking about internship, about let's say the program part, yes, as a Leaders for Future participant, you will be traveling outside of Berlin, not only Berlin, but also outside of Germany. Like, for example, Hasmik will, as a Leaders for Future participant, we have also other Leaders for Future that are currently in Berlin, and we have other IES scholarship holder. We just couldn't fit
Fit all of them.
Yes, we have, as you can see, we have limited space here. We couldn't fit everyone. So they, other Leaders for Future participants, scholarship holders, they will travel to Spain in 4 days.
In Wednesday.
Oh, yes, in a couple of days they are traveling with the team to Spain to one.
According to programs
Yes.
for 2 weeks.
So I hope I answered this question.
Okay, we have 2 more questions in the queue.
Yes.
So the question from Alexei, and one more question: how shall I improve my language level?
Oh yeah. Oh, this is a really good, very good question. Thank you, Alexei, for asking it. One really important information for everyone, for every applicant. You don't need to send any certificate. IES scholarship program, Leaders for Future scholarship program. Copernicus Berlin doesn't require any kind of certificate, neither for German knowledge nor for English. So it means, yes, theoretically, you can put, we are in the questionnaire form, we are asking about level of your knowledge, the level of your knowledge, of your language, English or German. So you can put C2 level, the highest level, or you can write native. But the thing is, once you will be invited to the interview and we will have communication with you, talk with you, then we will see the real level of your language. So we ideally speak English, and we perfectly know also German. And we will understand the level of your language, and with it, so we will understand either you're lying or you're telling the truth. So if you will be able to communicate with us in English, in German, it depends on which language you are talking to us, or which language you mentioned as the best language. So we will see if you are capable of studying or working in that language. So for that reason, to sum up, no certificate, language certificate is needed for applying to our scholarship programs.
Actually, it's also a good example how much easier it is to apply to our projects, our scholarships and internship programs rather than others. If you compare, if you ever apply to any other programs like that, like any political party scholarships that are available in Germany, or not only German, like international scholarships and internships, you probably notice that you have to provide a language certificate and only specific kind of this language certificate, which you have to pay like 200, 300 euro to do a test. Not always you able to reach it from the first time, so you need to redo maybe the test. And then also you need to provide a translation, official translation of your, school and university grades, and quite a lot of paperwork and quite a lot of bureaucracy, which is not the case with our application, which is, again, should serve as an encouragement. We don't put any extra obstacles on the way. We try with each new semester to simplify the way. So each time we're searching, okay, how we can make it easier for applicants to come to us and to take part in the selection process. And language is one of the great examples. We don't ask you to first do TOEFL exam and then come to us. If you feel confident with the language, you can already come and we'll see if the language is good and your language level is good enough for communication and for studies. You don't need to first have any official certificate, which makes the whole process way, way easier.
And also, it's your advantage to be fair because, for example, if you don't know German, that's okay. For example, me, I don't understand a single German word, but as you can see, I'm here.
I also
So-
don't speak German at all.
Yeah,
I can say like
neither
hello,
I nor
guten Tag,
Alex
that's
don't
it.
know German.
So yeah,
So
that's
if
pretty
you're
okay.
so if you're confused that you don't possess that language, it's okay. You just have to be fair and exactly right there what you possess.
Okay, we are already quite a long time live. I think 3 more questions, and then yeah, for this time we will finalize with 3 more questions. However, we see that there are many questions, and we probably will not be able to answer all the questions. Keep your questions. We promise you we will launch another call in December, close to I think Christmas.
Probably.
Yes. Or maybe after Christmas. So prepare your questions also for that time. For now, I have one little announcement. Copernicus Berlin also launched its Telegram channel. I will ask our moderator to share the Telegram channel that we have in YouTube. We will share also our Telegram channel in Wiki.
So also a VK page. So
yes, and feel free to follow us also there. We will start also posting about opportunities there, so it can reach you very fast. I will go to next question. Yeah, how would the LF program help participants network? So Leaders for Future program, it makes your network broader and gives you opportunity to make more, not only friends, but also to gain a professional contacts. Many of our Leaders for Future scholarship holders had an opportunity to meet different entrepreneurs, founder of companies, but also other politicians. And later they received also some job offers from them. They were keeping with them in touch, and they had some opportunities open, and they offered them. Some entrepreneurs offered to our scholarship holders such opportunities, and some of them stayed in Berlin. Some of them returned back to their home countries while doing some remote work.
And also to mention, since we have scholarship holders from different countries, from Europe and from the whole world, it's also a great opportunity to meet. We had participants from Poland, from Italy, from Dominican Republic, from Peru. So this is from Australia, and you probably don't have such a pool of people in everyday life easily reachable. Yet during the stay with us, during participation in the program, we're ensuring that not only, again, there is this professional experience, but also networking, non-formal experience. We are organizing some extracurricular, let's put it this way, activities, some networking activities in non-formal setting, helping participants to get to know each other. As David already mentioned, we're organizing official meetings with politicians, with CEOs of organizations, which is a great opportunity to meet new people in Berlin, but also just between each other. Many participants are in touch for years after they networked through our project.
Yes. And we have another very interesting question. How many countries have you had scholarship holders from? How diverse are IES and Leaders for Future participants? So Leaders for Future, it's literally for all over the world. So it's for everyone from all over the world. So there is no limitation regarding the country. There's no limitation regarding the age. You need to be 18 plus. And we had for Leaders for Future, maybe from over 100 countries. So we had as Leaders for Future participants from over 100 countries. We cannot count all the countries, but it's from Asia, from Africa, from Europe, from Australia, from South America, North America. We had literally from all the continents, and it's for everyone, and we had literally from every place, and we would be happy. We are very happy to see and receive more scholarship holders, more participants of Leaders for Future, also from other countries. So maybe you are one of the next scholarship holders that will come here and will share your culture with us here in Berlin. IES Scholarship is it's concentrated traditionally. IES Scholarship program is 24 years old. It was the program we opened in 2000, and since 2000 it's has only specific focus on countries that they are post-Soviet countries that are close to Europe, however, they are not part of EU. So the focus of this program is more for students from such countries like Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, Ukraine, Georgia, Turkey, Moldova, and so on. So if you are from one of these countries, and also Balkan countries, I totally forgot, like the Balkan countries that are not part of EU. So currently we have also some scholarship holders from Balkan countries like North Macedonia. Good.
One last question, I think.
One last question.
Select a good one.
A question from Ekaterina. Okay, thank you. Is there any opportunity to discuss those opportunities for the professional development, as far as I understand, like before the start of the program or in the terms of the program? Because it can be a little bit confusing to choose one particular narrow area to develop, and something like mentorship support can be really helpful. As far as I understood the question right, it's about like if you're going to Hurghada and film something, probably you want to learn programming, and that's a different thing.
I think the question is receiving some mentoring, so to make sure that your interest is matching the program objectives and your task.
Yeah.
And this is exactly why we're having not just application, but we're having face-to-face interviews, and usually we even having several rounds of interviews. The idea of this meeting, the idea of this interview, not only for us to get to know you, but for you to have a space to ask questions. Again, I had situation during my selection process with the previous calls for the previous semesters, when through this conversation with participants, with applicants, we figured out that they had one image in mind and one set of expectations, and we are providing different opportunities. And then at the end of this call, they clarified, and then they reevaluated, okay, do I want to, or does it match my priorities or not? So me as a person who's involved in the selection process, I'm always making sure that for an applicant it's fully clear what are we doing, why are we doing, and are your goals, skills, expectations, and priorities matching the program. So it's not like you're going to be blindly selected and then you will find out yourself in Berlin in a program that does not match your expectations. We are making sure that you go through several steps of selection, and we understand you and you understand us. So there is no room for miscommunication or for some false expectations for the program. So if you have some problems in selecting the field of research, it was mentioned, if I got it correctly, or you're not sure which set of skills you need or which set of skills you will be able to develop, through the interview, you address your questions and we clarify you. If something is not clear, as David mentioned before, don't hesitate. You can always send an email and you will get a reply from eligible person from the team with all necessary qualification. So, yeah.
Ekaterina wrote another comment. She mean during the program, like for example, if she want to develop her skills in the area that doesn't fit with Copernicus goals. For example, as far as I understood it, with like.
So, if to again summarize, first of all, we set all these clear priorities, goals, expectations through the interview, and of course during the program, if we see you match us, you see we match your expectations, and you select it and you're coming, again you're coming, and you will be constantly mentored by your supervisor. And any questions, any problems. You're pointing at me exactly.
Yeah, supervisors.
Yeah, I'm a supervisor
Yes.
for the IES, one of the supervisors for the IES program. Any questions, any problems, any misunderstandings, you always address to me or to your ask supervisor, and we'll help you navigate with your specific needs for your specific case. As I said, we work with all possible specialties and fields, and we will find a specific solution just for you to make sure that you benefit the most from this experience.
Yeah.
So I hope I was able to answer the question. Again, if it was not full, was not clear, you can always send an email and we will make sure to address your concerns and points of questions that were not covered today. Also because, as David said, we have to finalize, so we cannot, unfortunately, go more questions,
Yes.
even though we see a lot of interest, which is really great that you joined and you have questions and you want to participate and want to find out more. I would say it's a very good first step. As I said, you first need to understand who are we, what the program is about, what are we offering, and what are we expecting from applicants. And it's a really good start. And the next step for you will be, of course, to join us in December. But any questions that cannot wait till this moment, you have our email. You can always address there, and we'll make sure that your questions will be answered.
Yes. Thank you very much, my dear scholarship holders.
Thank you, my dear David.
Yes, it was really nice to have this talk, this conversation, and this live. We are very happy that we had so many questions, and we are happy that we could also answer. Unfortunately, we couldn't because of the time. We cannot answer at this moment all the questions that we have received. Please keep these questions. Follow us on social media, on Instagram, on YouTube, on
VK,
Telegram,
All the
Facebook,
social media.
LinkedIn. We are available everywhere. Visit us. Visit our website and keep updated. Soon, new opportunities will come. New live stream will come in December. And please note, we love a lot when you follow us, when you interact with us. We appreciate it a lot. Yeah, we will see you next time in next live. And also, I hope to see one of you as a scholarship holder, as a participant here in Berlin. Love you and
Thank
bye-bye.
you.
Bye.